So, this is where you're wrong. This is not a game, Thought Seeker. This is an experience. And it's all about the journey. All about it. Okay. Good morning. It has no sound. This could very well be just an empty box. So, I'm going to take the camera and kind of switch it. Let's see if this is actually what I think it is. Like I said, I'm just opening this for the first time in 2020. So this box is 5 years old, guys. Open up the slits. And hopefully, oh, dude, this might be fresh COVID, right? I think I know what's in this, which I'm hoping it is what I labeled the stream as, but I have never opened the box. I'm actually breaking the seal now. If you guys have ever ordered anything from Japan, a lot of times they like to wrap their stuff in, you can see this, in newspaper. It's like Japanese newspaper. So maybe buy another. But dude, what is this? This is so cool. Check this out. This is what they sent me. Like a little thank you note, and it's like a miniature snowman. I Wacko eraser. You didn't believe me with the date of the package. See if I can show you the date of this. See? The date of the newspaper he sent me. So, I'm not sure how to read that, but I'm pretty sure in every language 2020 is a year. There we go. So, it is the high-grade RX-75 Guntank. And it is sealed? Not sealed. So, we're going to hope it's not put together. It might be. We'll see. Oh, no, it's still sealed. So, this is what we got to deal with. You put these things together. So it is actually the RX Guntank. So I don't. Yeah. So this is basically it. It's just all this plastic, like a ton of plastic, and then it's the booklet, which is what we're going to go by. The keyboard. I did a chip. Yeah, this one here. So all right. So we need to move this camera down. I think that's actually pretty good right there, right? So this one here. So all I do is just kind of twist it back and forth so it comes off like that. So for the edges, you just sand them. I guess you just sand them down, do you? There's a sand. I think it's a sand block. And that's all you really do is just sand them down. I think it's amazing that I didn't open this since 2020, since COVID. I told the kids we're all going to get COVID now, and we're going to get tier one COVID, like from the first day. Tier 1 COVID, which technically we're immune to it. So like I could buff it off. Is there something else I got here? Oh, I actually got like nail files. This is like the wife has these for her fingers. I think these are nail files. Oh wait, this is just one file. Go. Roll it down so it's nice and smooth. I wouldn't notice it as blue, but blue. We have some mortar right here. What I was thinking about in the car when I was driving, it's like this. If this is something that people are interested in seeing, like a soft side and a harder side, maybe. If this is something people are interested in seeing, then maybe I can also do something like a little timer on the side, like how long to take to make the model. You know, that makes sense. I think I might have something else in here that does this too. Ooh, well, this thing might be it. Okay. That's like a ton of little files. Dude, this kit has everything in it. Like all these little files. Files. I don't know what the best one would be. Oh, this is like a triangle one. I see that. It's actually like a triangle. I'm not a big painter, so I'm not really touch ups. Although I think this is where you get the markers, right? The little markers. The markers in the kit. But the problem with that is you need the right colors. All right, that seems pretty decent. Little cloth with glasses. Down is working good now, guys. All right, so this is B1, B11. Sorry, this is B11, and then this is the tracks. So, so A15 goes on the top one. So we got to find A15. The lighting's a lot better now with the thing. I mean, I can paint it, put it a little closer. It's pretty good. So A15, which is right here. This one right. So this one, A15. So a lot of them are the same, but I'm just gonna kind of twist. There we go. So I just kind of twisted it, and then you can just wiggle it back and forth like this. Get off, just like that. Now, obviously, again, it's not perfect. So we can go and take the file. Get rid of the edge. I feel all professional now. I didn't do this last time. Last time I had an electrician's knife. And I just sliced it off. Slice it off. Which, in fairness, I don't really see any negatives on this guy. Seems pretty good. But for some reason, he's smelling. Back there. Can't quite see him, but that's okay because we're zoomed in. We're paying attention to what we're doing here. So guys, I really, it sucks that we lost. I was only doing that for the light earlier, and it sucks that we lost because we had quite a few bodies in here messing around, but I guess just talking to myself as I'm figuring this stuff out as I go. And when I'm done, I actually have a figure, um, a Gundam figure for the Guntank. So I can show you that one after. So we'll just kind of show like the toy versus the model, what the difference is. So this is A15 and B11. So it's up here. Simply goes on like that. It actually spins. Not as meticulous as my wife. My wife is very everything she does drives me insane. How loose is this supposed to be? I wonder. Supposed to be loose enough to. There's a little bit of a gap there. All right, let's just keep rolling with it. So then we got the next one is A7. There must be two A7s. Oh yeah, okay, these are identical. We got A7 here. The same thing. The spokes look a little bit different though. If you notice, a little bit different. See that? Hey Reggie, how goes it, dude? Well, this one here is the A7. Treat corn, treat corn, treat corn. How come that came up with that? So, like I said, today's session, we're gonna do this. I'm hoping to get it done. Depends on how long it takes. If it takes a really long time, maybe I won't. But there is still some scum. There's a video game that I play. You guys know that that we've been kind of enjoying playing. Hoping Tan can make a. Actually, I'm gonna ask Tan right now if he do this for me. Just give me a second. I'm gonna put myself in. Where's my mouse cursor? All right, I want to say hi to Tan Man first. Yo, Tan Man.
Hey.
What are you up to?
I went to the bunker.
Yeah.
And then didn't really make it. So I got killed by the mech.
Oh.
I landed at the airfield. Found a ton of screwgies, like 33 to 40, a few red handle screwdrivers. So I'm headed back to base now with all my gear intact.
Did you go north last night?
I did not.
Okay, didn't get
I had to get off early because my mother-in-law had to leave. So my kids, 2-year-old, well, 3-year-old and 5-year-old,
yeah,
some sleep with them. So I laid down with them, fell asleep.
Oh yeah, that's fine. If you are bored at some point today, can you build a small structure? But in your head, the reason I'm asking you to do it is because you're the base designer. So think ahead that you can incorporate it into the base, like the way the door is, but just something separate. So then when I get back to base, I don't have to keep going inside. I can just go to this other separate structure.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be like away from anything. It could be like literally right next to it. Not necessarily attached, like have room in between or something, but just something. Let's just square is fine, or a 2x1 or something like that allows me to maybe put my bed in there and and a couple boxes just so I can stream from there, so I don't have to keep going into the other one.
Yep, sounds good.
The man with the tan man. Wesley says hi. Wesley says hi, and Reggie says hi to you.
Oh, sheesh, you're in stream. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Miniatures and models?
Yep. Doing something different today.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's why I said if you're bored, make the structure, because probably this evening, I'm probably going to pop on Scum. This was in my head. Probably after supper. Depends on how long it takes me to do this.
What are you making? A Gundam or something?
Yeah, it is a Gundam actually.
Is it?
Yeah, this is So I started to stream. I had to stop it because I got screwed up because I like the lighting over here. I was like, oh, like I can't see the light like here. Like I'm blind. Like I need a bit of light here. So I went and got my the O lights you get. Like I have a streamer O light that I never use because you're supposed to put it in your face and it's too bright and everything else. So I don't like it. But I had one there and it's like, oh, that's actually gonna be perfect for this. So I put the O light here. And when I plugged it in, it screwed up everything. Like I lost audio, I lost video, and I was like, anyway. So I played around with the bit, and I said, screw this, and I went Tim Hortons. So I restarted. So I restarted the stream, and I'm doing it again. But anyway, at the beginning of the stream, I actually unboxed. So this model kit, I bought this model kit, and I got it delivered to the house. Well, after this date, I guess. But it was mailed from Japan, March 4th, 2020.
What?
Yeah, I did. I just had it here. I never ever opened it. It was still sealed. So it was pretty cool because I opened it up and per every Japanese thing I get, it's like full of Japanese newspaper, which is cool. And it was dated too, so if anybody thought I was lying, all the newspapers are dated as well. And they also gave me this little snowman guy too. So it's like a little snowman eraser. He's pretty cute.
Nice.
Yeah, with all the Japanese letters and stuff on it. I don't know what it says.
I didn't know you were into Gundam.
Yeah, I love Gundam.
Wow, my wife's brother, he collects all kinds. Like he puts together Gundam like daily. Like,
you did know this. You just forgot because we talked about this before. I remember talking to you before about it. I think. But anyway,
Gundam?
Yeah, I think so. I think you mentioned it.
I have a bad memory.
No, I do too. But I think I remember inflation and everything in the last 5 years is $30. But this is just a high grade one, and there's like real grade, and then there's like master grade and perfect grade. Like there's a with more and more and more and more details. Like I have a really basic one there. Me and the girls put together, and we had to paint it. Like I don't like painting, but we had to paint that other one. So I did paint it, and it looks okay. But it's a piece. But
I
yeah, no, I
seen
figured.
something
Yeah.
similar to that. It's not. I'm not sure if it was a Gundam, but like I was interested in getting because of the way it looked. But it was like it was a transformer one, but it was like metal, and you bend the metal pieces when you stick the little side in, and you
Okay.
bend it up so it sticks in.
Yeah.
But it was like a Optimus Prime one. I'm like, that one's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting that,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Big
Normally, I wouldn't
Transformers fan.
probably get a Gundam.
Yeah.
Too much
Well, there's a
work.
lot to the Gundam. Yourself with anime and stuff. There's so many series
Yeah.
and so many different possible things you can get. So you get expensive. But I figured I thought I seen it the other day because I actually got 2 more kits over there that are sealed, but they weren't in a box like that. But I just bought them at Toy Masters or whatever. This one I got actually ordered on. But I was thinking the other day, it's like, what would be a little bit different with a stream? Maybe I'll do something like this. I didn't even know it was a category actually until this morning, but I was like, yeah, I'll do like a just chatting and I'll just like make the model kits. Give me an excuse to use it, to be totally honest with you. An excuse to actually put it together, get some time to do it. Because, all the free time I usually have, if it's, besides family stuff, is put on the stream. So I was like, well, incorporate both together. That would make a lot of sense. So I figured I'd just do this and mess around. Hey, Malum Laflay, how's it going? And it's like a completely different market for me, like a different community kind of thing. Figured
Oh yeah, sure.
it'd be kind of neat just to mess around.
Well, it's relaxing, right? To watch.
It could be like I haven't really sat down and watched that many of them, but it could definitely be something that's relaxing to watch. I would think
Yeah,
it
if you,
probably is.
especially at the end, I think the finishing product, seeing how it turns out,
Yeah, well, I was
getting
I
everything
was
together.
I was thinking about at the end just getting the VODs together and figured out how to do one of those time lapse things
Mm-hmm.
and just do the whole the
Yeah.
times lapse and just go ding, he's done, right? Or you can call me Mal. Hey Mal, welcome in. The Japanese kanji says penis stew. What? Oh my, that's crazy.
I think you pronounce it Mal. Mal?
A19 Mal 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 depends on your
Yeah.
A19.
Beef penis stew? What? That's
That's Reggie. Reggie, are you gonna play on the unmonitored server or the monitored server?
yeah, come join us.
Come
We need
join
more
us on the.
people.
We need like at least a 10-man squad for it to make sense.
What is it, like 25 LMs per person? Is that what it is?
I think so, something like that. Yeah,
Not very much, is it?
not really, no. But I mean, it depends how big of a base you need to make.
Yeah, that's true.
The bigger you get, the more likely you're going to get found. But is
So
also intimidating too. So some puts you in different categories. The bigger you get. A19. Oh, I can't.
what's your shirt say? Bad. Well, that's not a good sign. Bad sign.
Because it's getting better. It's not there, but it's getting better. Big fan of the game. I'm assuming Gundam. Just follow. Do you have a Discord? Where can I keep up with your streams? Add me on Discord. So I'm not going to add you on Discord, but you can join the Discord. I think it's exclamation mark Discord. We'll bring it up. And we play video games and stuff. Obviously, Scum and stuff. But today we're doing the model stuff. But yeah, I mean, obviously you got to follow, and you can keep here that way. It's coming up as likely ban evader restricted. Interesting. Is that because you add it for Discord? I wonder. We'll leave you. We'll leave you in there. Hopefully you're a good person, and we'll just continue conversations. The
Hopefully
thing
you're a
says
good
you're not a
person.
real person. Speaking of AI, he's like you're an AI person. That's what it says. I would watch Snow White if all the dwarves were Wee Man. Were Wee Man. Oh wow. Yeah, Peter Dinklage and Wee Man cloned 50 times.
Well, he's a good actor, man. He played in a nice few good movies
Yeah.
besides just Game of Thrones.
Was a lot. There's another guy that does comedy. It's really funny actually. He's a smaller gentleman and I forget his name. He kind of looks like Hornswoggle, but I don't think that's Hornswoggle. And he does comedy and goes up on YouTube feeds and stuff. And I watch him all the time. I'm definitely gonna be the slowest model maker ever. A16. I was thinking about putting like a timer on the screen, and I was like, I don't know. It's gonna be embarrassing.
Well, if you're doing it like doing it right and taking your time, it's gonna be a better quality and a finished product, I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So let's see here. Need a rope.
And if I decide to do a lot of these, I might think about getting a quality camera too. This camera I have is not bad. It's mostly used for, just having me in the small screen at the bottom, right? I don't know.
Yep.
It's something else it seems, but it's not too bad though. This is it's 60 frames a second, so go back and watch after. And then again, a lot of people do. The majority of people that watch Twitch and stuff watch on their phone, so
It's true. I only watch you on my computer when I'm at my computer. Most of the time it's on my phone.
yeah. And yeah, I'm kind of the opposite, but that's because I'm on the computer more, right? Like I don't really watch people on my phone. Like there's a music stream I do because it's just music mostly. But like actually content, I actually watch on PC. But that's mostly also too because I work from the office. So there we go. Like a complete piece. Right. So now we need to get B12. So same thing. So this. Let's loosen it. Like this must be so easy to make, and they must be making so much money. This is just like it's 3D print stuff, isn't it? Traditionally, I don't know. Clearly, there's like add in this. The last couple, I only got this like clip this kit like that has the files and stuff. And this is the first time I've ever used the kit. I normally just use my Klein wire cutters and knife. That's what I used to use all the time for this stuff. But I was like, oh, I'll just use this little kit thing. Pay to put it together. You pay to pay what? Oh yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Pay. Like I could
I'm
have
guessing
bought the toys and
you're
done it.
filing down the little things that you break it off into other plastic. Is that right?
Yes, so the clips basically. So that's the edges of how to connect it. Some of the pieces stay on. So I'm just
Yeah.
following that off so it's smooth. Now, if I was more
Okay.
professional, I'd have like, the markers or whatever and kind of. But I mean, you're not going to notice this stuff from me. I'm not noticing it. Like, not that big of a deal. Maybe if I got a bit more serious and got the more expensive ones. Like I think this grade has like more stickers. Like it's color coded plastic and the stickers. But then as you go up in the grade, the pieces that are normally be a sticker is actually printed on it anyway. Is my understanding. Okay.
Is your gun going to be like movable parts or
So this
once
is
it's put
actually
together?
tracks. Like these are right here. This is actually threads.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. Where's the top? Oh, it's back here. So this is what it's going to be. This is the gun tank here. So he's actually has threads and stuff on.
Nice. That's
We
different.
have, like I said, after I'm done, I have the figure, the toy of this character, and which I got put away somewhere. It used to be on my shelf, but I put it away. I'll take it out after and kind of compare them. So I'm gonna make another
Okay.
suit. So this
Nice.
is A10. I first started getting into the Gundam stuff back in 2000 when I was with my ex girlfriend at the time. We had an apartment in Cowan Heights, and I was watching the anime because the first time I ever seen Gundam Wing. I think I've seen the original Gundam a little bit throughout the years, but it's not readily on cable television, right? So I just seen
Yep.
it, and I started watching Gundam Wing. So anyway, we went to Walmart, and they had all these like models, like they're like $10 each, where it was like these models, and these were entry grade ones. I didn't know no difference at the time. They're entry grade ones, so I just spent
Mhm.
however many, and we had like the apartment we were renting. Thank you for the follow, Spencer. Much appreciated. The apartment we were renting had like a ledge in the basement, like you know how sometimes there's a ledge, like and
Mhm.
the bedroom. So it was my bedroom, and the ledge. I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I started buying these models and started putting them all together and putting them right around, around the ledge and stuff. And I still have them, but now if you compare their quality compared to these, are like they're nothing. Like the joints are so loose, and you know
Yep.
they're just whatever. But at the time, I had a lot of fun with it. It was enough. Like it's enough. I guess as entry enough that it was easy enough to get into, and because we used to have like models as kids, like model cars, model airplanes, and I never put any of them together because I just found it so hard, and you had to use glue, and I was like, ugh, this is just a big old myth. I did one with like Dad one time, and it was fine. I think he kind of enjoyed it, but it was like frustrating. I was like, yeah, fuck this stuff. This kind of stuff. What's up, Spencer? Excuse me. What's up, Wes? I'm new to the hobby, but I should get my first two kits this month. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not new to it. I'm just a newbie, I guess you could say. Like I said, I technically have put together my first one 25 years ago with Gundam Wing. I do have them, like it's in a box back there. I can kind of show you after. I just gotta dig them. Uh, and this kit, this specific kit, I said at the beginning of the stream, I actually had this sealed in a box, a cardboard box that I got off eBay, and I just opened today for the first time, and the box was dated March 4th, 2020. So it's been sitting in my basement in a box with COVID because it's a COVID baby. So it's COVID tier 1 is what could be inside that box. So luckily I got my shots, so I should be good now. But yeah, no, I actually got it in, and there's Japanese newspapers inside it that were dated February of 2020, which is pretty. I like that. Uh, do that kind of stuff for the wrapping. Um, but yeah, there's all kinds of. So Spencer, I got some Zoid kits and they're similar. Okay, cool. So which kits do you have coming? And are they like, what are they, high grade or entry grade or real grade? Like what are you starting with? I think I'm gonna order a real grade one and see what the difference is. I think the main difference between real grade, and I could be wrong with this, so someone can correct me, but I think the real grade ones, obviously they're better quality, but I think they have an exoskeleton, don't they? Is that the real grade ones has exoskeleton, or is that the master grade? So basically, Tan, what that is you build a model and then you attach stuff to the model.
Oh,
So you build the robot first, and then all the other pieces go onto it. So it's almost like a person wearing armor, as opposed to just all the pieces put together. I don't
okay.
know if that's much
That's
better.
different.
Yeah. So A11. Yes. I like this little kit. It's perfect. I paid like $10 for that on Amazon. And that was like,
Cheap is always good.
yeah. And I think I got this kit like 3 years ago. I just never. I was like, oh, I should get that because then I'll put together those models. Still didn't put together the models. Just kind of left them there. I only got so much space, right? So I was going to display them. I got to take down my Batman ones. I think I'll probably sell some of those. I got like a pile of Batman black and white statues,
Hmm.
and I'm probably going to keep. So I like them all. So it's kind of like trying to decide which one I want to get rid of, because like there's like three that I really liked I would definitely keep, but then there's reasons to keep the other ones. Oh, that one is like a certain kind of thing. This one's a certain pose, and this one has like this is number 1 in the series. So it's always like a reason to keep them. So
Hmm.
I just had them sitting there. Wish the layout in the room was a little bit better, so you can kind of have them in the background, but I just don't have the. I might put a shelf up behind me. Condoms or in the stuff. Got it. It'd be interesting when I put this track on though.
Rubber track, or is it like?
No, it's plastic. Well, it's like flexible. The flexible
Okay.
plastic. Somewhat flexible. We'll see how much cursing I do on when I get. I don't think you're really supposed to use it like push it. You know what I mean? I don't think
Yeah.
it just sits there. A7. So yeah, so I logged out last night in Scum up north,
Mhm.
and oh, the 100 scales. That's the one with the exoskeletons. Okay. Oh, this one.
I'm gonna come up that way today anyway, because I'm gonna pick up the boxes I had left up there and all the gear I left up there.
Yeah. Is there a lot of people on the server?
Right now it says only 16. Just double check again now. See what it says.
Get rid of this guy.
16 people still.
Okay, this guy. The new RMZ, they are equivalent to high grade or real grade. Oh, okay. Not much about that. I have 8 kits total pre-order so far. Oh Jesus, you're good. You're addicted before you get it. Before you get a chance to try them. I find this is pretty addicting when you're doing them and you got the satisfaction that they're complete. And it's like, yay, it's done. What's next? Um, which I was telling the story earlier. I was looking all week uh, for some Canadian sellers. That's where I'm. That's where I'm too in Canada, and looking for some Canadian sellers for Gundam. It's actually fairly popular. There's a lot of stores, but the shipping is pretty high. Like it's not high. Like it's 15. It's between $10 and $25 for shipping, right? But when the kits are like, 30, 35, $40, it's kind of half the price of the kit. So it's kind of like So I'm trying to find the lowest shipping, the best price because I'm cheap. So anyway, I found a kit that I was going to buy, and the shipping said free shipping. So I was like, this is a steal. And but I wasn't sure if it was true or not. So I put in I put in my PayPal stuff, which then populated. It populated the shipping address, and so it showed my name, and then below that the shipping address, and it still said $0. I was like, this is wicked. Zero for shipping. That's awesome. So I clicked order, and which in fairness, I thought was going to be another screen to recalculate the shipping. And then it said, "Thank you for your order." I was like, "Awesome!" So I was like, way cheaper than I get it anywhere else. It was already a good deal on the kit, but then there was no shipping. I was like, awesome. And then I looked a little closer when I got the receipt back, and it said shipping, had my address, and then it says shipped, and then it says warehouse. I was like, for God's sake, this is a freaking pickup. And it was based out of Edmonton. So it's like, not picking that up anytime soon. Can you imagine? And fly to Edmonton so I could pick up a $40 model. Makes sense. A20, A20. So anyway, I contacted them back right away to say, I'm an idiot, basically, and they and I didn't. I expect them to like say, well, you got to pay the $15 or whatever the shipping was, the actual true shipping amount was. I figured they'd say it, or here, we can only give you store credit or something shitty like that. That's what I figured was going to happen. No, dude,
Mhm.
no questions asked. Refunded me right away. I was like, that
Really?
is freaking wicked. That's like, you know what? I didn't say that to these guys or whatever. I'm saying in my head. When I do, if this is something and I'm picking up a few more kits, I'm probably going to bite the bullet. If it is even costs a bit more, I'll probably order from those guys because the customer service is like wicked. I really appreciate it when we get customer service just like that.
Yep.
No
It's worth
questions
it
asked.
to deal with them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll take another look at those guys. Let's see if you're really, really anal. You can see like the little blemishes. I can't see little blemishes. Where like the plastic broke off. It's like white.
Mhm.
But you'd have to like really be staring at it. So to your point of the competition, that's when you get the paint and stuff and kind of go over it. But realistically, like I'm gonna look at this from a distance, right? And it's not gonna matter. um, So, Spencer, you said you pre-ordered a few kits. What's your favorite? Like usually when people order these, you kind of order their favorites or one of their favorites. So, what was your deciding factor? What was your kit you decided to go for? Are we two now? So that was 7, 26 underscores. 6. There are 2 sixes? This one's that's why. Okay, because it could be 9. Saintly's working today. That was the other kind of reason why I didn't bother with Scum. Well, it'd probably just be 10. Although I suppose Rocket could be on. I figured I needed more time to do something like this. So. I was thinking of putting Spotify on, but I was nah. I think I'd want to hear the actual standing. The sound of it. I put up a TikTok video the other day. I still haven't figured out how TikTok works. I swear to God, but I put up a video the other day, and it was just me flipping pancakes. So it was like scrape, scrape, shoot, scrape, scrape, and that's all it was. It was like 20 seconds. And you know what? That video got 200% more views than any of my Scum videos.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm thinking, to be honest, I want to try something later because every single time I upload a Scum video, I'm doing it from the computer, right? So I get I do my clip on Twitch, and then it gives me an option to auto upload to. It gives me an option to auto upload to TikTok and YouTube, and YouTube is fine, and it gives me like ton of views and stuff, whatever. It's pretty good. But every single one I upload from Twitch to TikTok, I get average 0 to 1 view. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like you think you get more. Like I get it if it was a low amount of views, like 10, 15, whatever. I'm fine. Okay, whatever. It's just not a popular subject. But getting 0, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm wondering, because I also noticed this too, because originally when I used TikTok, um, I use it and then I stopped using it, and then my original Scum videos were like 700, 800 views, right? And then when I uninstalled it from my phone, every video after was getting nothing. So I was like, you know what? I said, I bet you TikTok, this is a conspiracy, but probably not unrealistic. I bet you they have something on their site that they filter out where it came from because they want your information. So as long as you're uploading it on your phone, they have all your personal information from the phone, right? But they don't have it necessarily from the computer. So I'm going to test something later. I'm actually going to take one of my videos that I already uploaded on TikTok through the computer. But I'm going to take my phone and do a camera video of the phone, and then I'm going to use the same hashtags. I'm going to repost it, and I'm going to see how many views I get from that. If I get views from that, then I'm right.
Mm.
There's going to be a Ibisian. Oh, there's going to be an Ibisian. Not available yet, but there's a team of main characters, some great ones plus survival characters. I'm not familiar with that. What series is that? Ibisian. I haven't watched all the Gundams. I watched a lot of Gundam. I'm slowly making my way through Gundam 00 right now. I'm on the second season. So I'm actually really enjoying it. When I first looked at it, it's kind of weird. Have you ever watched Gundam 00 or Gundam 00?
I watched some Gundam like recently, like the last 3 years or something new came on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
It
Well,
was
it
just
wasn't this one. It was on Netflix. But anyway, this series is like a lot of things you kind of shake your head at on its surface. You know what I mean? Like they've got this girl, and she has like really big boobs, and she's always in bikinis, like showing her. You know what I mean? But it's not sexualized. It's weird. You know what I mean? Like she's there, like she's
it's just the
clearly
way they
stands out.
dress.
Well, that's yeah, but it was not all the characters. Just this one individual that's like that, and she's one of the main
Oh,
characters and stuff. But she's not. It's not sexual at all. But it's it is because it is, but it's not. and it's so on its surface. If you just walked into the room, you're like, "What the hell? Like this is so weird," you know. But it's not. It's
Mhm.
just I don't know. Just little things with it. And there's other like comments too. But this other one of the main characters, and just the way he's like the colors he uses and stuff. It's just I don't know. It's like you look at it, it's kind of like this is going one way, but the show is like I don't know. I think the show is really good. It's very political. That's the thing with Gundam. Like Gundam is not like you look on the surface. Oh, it's a bunch of teenagers in giant robots blowing each other up, but it's very it's actually very political, very smart stories of stuff in the show. I find can't get my kids in. They like the more the girly, flashy stuff.
Yep. Yep.
And Pokemon. They like Pokemon. It's called Zoid. Oh, Zoids. Okay, I'm not familiar with Zoids. It's basically Game of Thrones with mecha animal. What? That sounds crazy. Game of Thrones with mecha animal. Okay. Is that on Crunchyroll? I subscribe to Crunchyroll. I do wish though, watching Gundam Double on Crunchyroll, and there's no English dub. And I know some people are purists, and like when I watch Godzilla, I watch Godzilla with the Japanese language with English subs. But the difference is Gundam is so fast moving. It's hard, especially when I watch stuff like this in the nighttime, because I tend to fall asleep a lot to it. I really wish we had dubs because at least then I can be kind of half asleep and still paying attention to the story, as opposed to have to like squint at the TV and read all the stuff they're saying because I clearly don't know Japanese. Uh,
I made two separate bases. I'm not sure which one you want to use. I can always cut one down if one doesn't work for you.
yeah. Well, I just want
And
somewhere
then
just kind of bump the box and build out of and stuff. Like I mean, like with the stream, unfortunately, um, like I don't know, like maybe everybody is awesome and no one would, the people that are tuning in from the server are just like tuning in because it's like, hey, it's someone playing the server. Let's see how they do. But you know yourself, you do get, unfortunately, you do get people that pop on and take information. So if I am streaming from there, unfortunately, it's another reason why it sucks they only have one flag. Um, but if I am streaming from there, at some point someone is going to take that information, right, and use it. So no, at very least, if I had another little spot I can kind of dump in, they're not saying, "Oh, he has a truck, he has a car, he has a motorcycle, he has a airplane, he has a moose." You know what I mean? Like you can only see what I have personally. They don't know what the rest of it has, and they don't know where the bombs are, if there's bombs, and all the other stuff. Now, at some point, it's not gonna. It is what it is, but like I said, if I had a little shack, then that would probably be easier for me.
I can't
No, it's more
destroy
difficult
this
to
wall
find
with
now.
a,
I'm a private collector.
metal wall with a sledgehammer. Is that right?
Say again, sorry.
I can't destroy a metal wall with a sledgehammer.
You need a sledge, yeah, as far as I know.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, and I don't think you can craft it. The crafted one doesn't. The crafted hammer, I don't think it does.
Yeah,
So these are
I'm
the
gonna have to try
two.
to find one. Can always do it later. Whatever. This will still work.
Okay, so now we're moving on to B5. The bigger piece of the box. B5. 67 episodes long. I have to take a
That
look.
Zoid thing he's talking about?
Say again, sorry?
The Zoid thing he's talking about is 67
Yeah, it
episodes
says called
long.
Zoids. Yeah.
That is long.
Well, typical anime is usually like 50. Well, usually it can be either 20 something episodes a season or 50. You usually only get two seasons. So 67 episodes to me, just well, that's typical. That's two seasons, so pretty normal.
Okay.
And they're half-hour episodes too. You got two.
Oh yeah.
There was hour-long episodes. It was like last year. I started rewatching Walking Dead, like rewatching all of it. Like I missed. I was probably only like the new series is, and like 2 or 3 seasons behind. But I just started rewatching them all, and
Yeah.
I caught up with all of the regular series, and I think Fear, and now I'm on the other ones. But it took me over a year to watch it. Like, wouldn't think it's that many episodes, right? All along, like they're not 24
stopped-
episode seasons.
I stopped watching when Negan got introduced because what's his name? That kid got his head bashed in. I'm like, what the frig was that?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm done. It's too off the hook. It's like
But you know what
completely
though?
surprised me.
That if you read the comic, you would have seen that
Yeah.
coming a mile away because it happened in the comic. It was perfect, really
I
good.
didn't watch the comic. Yeah.
I was waiting for that. I was wondering how much they were going to show actually, and they did a pretty good job. With Stephen Yoon, his head bashed in Glenn.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
oh, hold on. Oh wait, it's, it's 5 and 10. It's going to get complicated. Wrong one. Tell you the wrong. Five. Oh, that's okay. All right, I wasn't seeing it. Just like this little tiny piece here is one of them. Okay, so this one down.
You buy all your tools for that thing at like Signal Hobbies or something?
No, just Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Okay.
Like I said, normally I just use my clients my client flyers and 450. So you're going to stop. You usually go with your mother to places.
Well, we're going already.
Right. So you're coming home.
And mom.
What movie are you gonna see? Really? I thought you didn't want to see Minecraft. Oh my
Jack
god.
Black.
I'm gonna see Minecraft. Have you ever heard of a show called Zoids? Yeah. So the movie starts for. Now you got to remember this is Saturday, and it's also a really popular movie. You're paying my arse, you know that, right?
Yeah.
I said I was leaving 4:30. Now I got to leave like 3:30 to go get you there in time. I'm not paying for it. Dylan's going with you. Those are all losers.
I'll talk to him.
Well, I'm just saying it's gonna. You got to leave.
Let me get.
So who's picking you up? Yeah, fine. You gotta say it again. Sorry. The movie starts at 4:50. So really, you should be at the mall at around 4 o'clock. if you actually want to get, like, I'm assuming he didn't order his seats online, did he? Or did he? What? So it might be. You got to check and see if it's sold out too. That's the other thing. Because again, it's a Saturday, and you're going prime time. So you actually got to go on the website and look and see what seats are available. He's better off ordering them online, but you will pay more to do so. But if not, you got to get to the spot early enough to get seats, and you got to get enough to get together. So, because I don't mind bringing you. I don't mind going a little bit early. Hope not, because I told Mrs. I'll be there for 5. You schedule it later, I'm gonna kick your arse. You got to figure out more stuff because, like I said, it's Saturday and it's not that simple. Especially since it's a popular movie. Isn't like the opening weekend for it?
I think McDonald's has something incorporated with their like a adult Happy Meal or something, and you can get. They call yeah, you can get a Big Mac into it, but it comes in a box like a Happy Meal does. And there's Minecraft characters that you can get, and different things you can, and different codes you can put into the game or something. I was seeing people like post on TikTok. I'm like, what the hell's that? There's an adult Happy Meal. I'm like, okay. I'm at McDonald's anyway, so I don't know if it's here or not, or
it
if
probably
it's coming
is.
here.
Yeah. Yes. They're just saying the Switch is going to be delayed down the states. A new Switch. Because
really?
because all the tariff stuff, right? Like it's going to
Oh,
be like way more expensive because all the tariffs and stuff. The Canada is not supposed to be delayed, but which is good for us. Made me want to get Switch too. I remember when Minecraft first released. I do too, and I remember I got Minecraft a little bit later, I guess, on the 360, and mockingly, I guess, but I got it for my son, and he was kind of begrudgingly played it. But then he played. Actually, that's a lie. He didn't play it because the version on 360 was survival mode. That was not appealing to him because it was hard, right? You get killed. But as soon as they
yeah.
updated it to creative, that's when he got obsessed with Minecraft. I think that's when a lot of people probably got obsessed with Minecraft.
I was more of a Terraria player. I didn't like Minecraft
Well,
as
he
much.
loved Terraria as well. So when he started doing Minecraft a bit more, that's when he got into Terraria as well. I actually recommend that to him. Loved it. Played it way
Well,
more than
like
I do.
Terraria is like there is like a story, not really a story, but there's like a way to go about doing everything, and there's a boss in every single zone, right?
Yeah.
And then you work your way up. But I'm not sure if Minecraft is that way. I really haven't got into it.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you can go down and there's like regions you go to and stuff, but well, I guess it is in the sense that there's different zones too. But I don't think there's really bosses per se. I think there's
Okay.
like a boss or whatever. And but Valheim is another game that's like that too, right? Like Valheim, if you think about it, you play Valheim with us, right? Yes.
Yeah, Valheim is almost exactly Terraria, I
Yeah,
think.
it is, but in a different. Yeah, it is exactly more
More
interesting RPG
3D.
and strategy games. So I primarily stream, Spencer. You may or may not know. I know you just followed in, but I don't know how long you've been lurking. I primarily stream a game called Scum, which is a survival game, not a strategy game, not really RPG, although you can role play, I guess, in it. But I play a variety of stuff, right? Like I was doing Age of Empires 4 the other day, and I was doing in Shrouded, no, in Clay, in what's it called? That one that had all the controversy. People said it was bad because they compared it to Elder Scrolls, which wasn't really a fair comparison anyway. Uh, I was playing that one for a bit too, so I play a lot of different stuff. So it's good that you follow because you can check back other times too. Minecraft is more of a building stuff. It is, but there is a survival mode though, right? That you just survive and dig down and find the bad guys and stuff. I'm back. Took a rest after assembling the majority of this model kit. Okay, cool. Sometimes it can be really exhausting. I enjoy it. Okay. So, 22-year-old baby
Who's a
banging
22-year-old baby? What?
on stairs, cursing, swearing, slamming doors.
Your kid's 22 years old already? Damn, time flies. Like shit.
7. This one here. Maybe he was yelling at the cat. Cat did stand me on me, so maybe he was yelling at the cat.
Your daughters, they're in grade 10? 9.
What? Oh, it's too difficult.
Most of the are so.
Today's not a good day for it. Like you'd have to go to opening like a 12 o'clock show or something. But like the time, that's the Saturday is prime time, right? Like it's you can do it. It's just you got to plan ahead. You can't do the day before and assume you're gonna get tickets, right? Okay, so that's scratch that, is it? I'm good now. Anyway, people need to get into the real world a bit and figure some stuff out, I think. You can't. I'm not a big fan of going to theaters on a packed. I like going when there's like nobody there. I know that's not profitable. That's what I like. Nobody there.
When there's a lot of kids in there, you can't hear shit.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, that's bad too.
That's why I only go to IMAX if I go, because I'm like, man, it's not worth going to any other one but IMAX, because you always hear kids screaming or yelling. I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't hear it. I don't want to watch it.
I went to the girls went to, I guess it was Sonic. To the Sonic movie or something. They're I gotta figure which one this is. This is 6. Gotta pay attention. What? Oh, I just dropped it. Work. This-
I went to the gym this morning at 8 a.m.
this is-
and
Yeah.
damn, I was something pinched a nerve, my upper back, so I can't wait for massage Tuesday. Damn.
Never had a miss.
They do work, but it hurts, right? Like I don't go for a relaxation massage. I go for like a deep tissue, push the knots out of your freaking muscle type of massage. It hurts a
Yeah.
lot, but that night you'll relax a lot better if you do have a deep tissue massage. It is kind of painful when you're getting it done if they're doing it right.
Mecha break. I don't know what mecha. I still have the weapons to build. Still tomorrow. Oh, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I went to the theater because the girls wanted to see the Sonic movie. I think it was. So it was like Christmas time.
Yeah.
And so I brought them in to see that when I was like, well, while I'm here, I'm going to see it myself. So I went on a whim to see Nosferatu.
Mhm.
Good movie, but oh my god! Like I bought the tickets from the car, so I knew where to sit. I went in. Someone was already sitting in my seat. It was just a girlfriend and boyfriend. Wasn't a big deal because I guess they got like just say they actually got like say seat 1 and 2 or something, or sorry 2 and 3 or whatever it was, and I had seat 3 or I don't anyway whatever it was. They say shifted down. It's fine. Working out okay, but then like you're so close to everybody, you're rubbing elbows, and it's like so annoying.
Yeah, not
Like,
very
I
comfortable
just-
situation.
Yeah, I like going in and relaxing and sitting down and just having a bit of thing. So I since then I went to see the Monkey.
The monkey, as in the scary one.
Stephen King one. Stephen King.
Yeah, I just watched it last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, I downloaded it, but
Yeah. That's cool. What'd you think?
it was pretty good. It wasn't scary. It was more gory.
Yeah, well, that's the way. It wasn't scary in that sense. I messaged Carl. I told Carl after I watched it. I said I think you'd probably like that. I didn't want to say too much about it, but but kind of, it's got that. I don't know.
It's different.
It's a bit different. Yeah.
It has more of a Final Destination vibe to me.
It's awesome. A good side cat. But yeah, I mean, this movie is like I thought they were going to say they were going to see the Princess Mononoke, which would have been fine. Release of that, I'm sure that is not going to be a full theater. But it was like, no, I'm going to see Minecraft. And I was like, yeah, probably check online first. To bring them to the mall, and they got like, seat 3, seat 56, seat. You know what I mean?
Shit. Yeah, yeah. One thing I hate when someone's in front of you and you're sitting in your lap because the friggin' bends it back so far. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
get off my knees.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I don't like that.
See, these little notches are going to be. I don't think. And I think this goes together. Body. Now I think he's attached. Oh yeah. Break it off. There you go. Good. Perfect. Same thing this side. Not perfect. Luke's purposes. See someone on Reddit yesterday. They did R.I.P. Gundam, and they showed a picture before, not after though. They're so sad. They spent so many hours making this Gundam. Their girlfriend knocked it over. I was thinking to myself, yeah. She's like, why are you playing with these stupid hobbies instead of playing with me? And she goes and punches it and flies across the wall. And then he cried. Because then everyone's like, what? Why didn't you just like try to fix it or anything? No, it's beyond repair. It's like it was more sentimental than anything. It's like, all right, grow up, buddy. It's like, jeez, grow up.
Yeah.
I was like, rest in peace. All right, what do we got next? So this is this piece. I think this is decent size. All right, where are we to now? So main piece, I think it's C5. C. This is C. Red ones. So C5. This one. Okay, so this is the body. Did Johnny play last night?
No, I got off some. I don't know if he did or not. I wouldn't have seen.
They're on like a late time.
That's 5 years. 5 years. Oh my gosh, 5 hours.
A lot though. Saintly's bad
It is a
enough,
lot.
right?
Yeah, well, usually when they got off, it was like 4 o'clock my time.
Yeah, so that's so I'm saying. Like we're always. I was thinking about that there a while ago. I was like, we're always suffering. We're like, it's like, oh, I think it's time to go to bed now. it's like 10 o'clock for them, And like we're here suffering it out till like 4 o'clock in the morning, just to keep playing games and stuff. Like we need to start playing with European players. Play with European players, and we can get off and go to bed at a decent hour. you know. But at the same time, I can't imagine on like a regular day, being playing stuff like the way some of the other guys do, because they're used to playing early in the day, right? It's almost too early. So, but it's different way to look at it, I guess. C4. C4 here. I'll have But I think if we get, like I said, a couple guns going on, we shouldn't take much to have someone camp, the bunker or whatever, and pretty easy to get a few kills there.
Yep.
Didn't have the right sauce on the wrap I had from Tim. Oh, it's like I don't know. It's more main. I hope they haven't changed the recipe or anything. Because instead
You
of
usually
like
get it.
sausage farmer's wraps,
What
like
sauce usually goes on that?
it's just chipotle as far as I know. But it was like extra, like a more of a mayonnaise kind of taste to it.
Okay.
So I don't know if they changed it or if they mixed it with something else or they put on the wrong stuff and then put on the right stuff at the same time. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what happened, right?
Yeah.
But the girls had they had the scrambled egg one there now, right? So the girls had the scrambled egg one, uh, which is fine. It's just the scrambled egg does have like this stuff, different sauce in it. So I'm wondering if maybe they put this, because they all make it at the same time, right? I'm sure there's like four of them on the freaking thing, and So I'm wondering if they just squirt the same sauce on mine that they put on theirs.
Yeah.
So kind of, it was fine, but it's kind of like turning my stomach. I think it's like it's um these two, but just like okay. So I need A9. B
B32.
B32. Okay. Oh.
Mm.
Hmm. I don't think that if it'd be better if I had music going in the background or anything. I don't know if it would. Maybe it would.
You're gonna put something on. have it not too loud, but put
Yeah.
it.
Oh, soft. Put it on in the background. I've had music before, but I keep getting freaking copyright warnings, even though I've done it the right way, so it doesn't pick up the VOD. I think it might actually pick it up through the microphone. Because the other way to do it is I don't hear it at all, but this time around I kind of want to hear the music too while I was doing it. That makes sense.
Mm. All this building's made me hungry in game.
14.
Beer gets energy up, is that right?
Beer, yeah, beer gives you water and energy. Both. If I find one, I'll usually take a swig and then just put it in my bag, and then after a little while, have another one. If you have one or two, you don't get the drunkenness effect.
Okay.
Okay. Then I need 18 and 8. Oh, yeah. Okay. So then, get up later. I was trying to negotiate a lower price for someone. He came up. Won't say the exact amount, but the price he came up with was something two. So like $22, like, or $102. Like, who the freaking puts in $2? What is wrong with you?
Yep.
Give you a deal. It's like he gave me $8 off. You're an idiot. It's like, I got him a nice shiny toonie.
I haven't seen a tuning in a while.
I had one in the car. Every time I got any changes, it throws in the cup. I had to clean it off because it was in the cup holder.
Yep.
Not getting down into it. Right?
I need to start carrying more cash on me for basketball.
You can PayPal or not PayPal. Whatchamacallit too.
E-transfer?
E-transfer. People have done. Obviously, that's a bit slower and stuff. Not slower, but just
Yeah.
You can do it. He'll take it.
I'll give him 100 next day.
Well,
Here, can you change 100?
well, I actually did that before.
Really?
Or was it a 50? This is so tiny. Fingers are so chubby. I can't.
Yeah, it's the worst thing to having fat fingers, man. Getting little dainty things worked in areas like, yeah, my finger's not for that. I need tweezers.
Well, actually, there is tweezers there, so maybe I should use those. I actually do have tweezers in this kit. See if this will. Go ahead.
I messed up last night. Coming back, and in the corner of the map where the gas station is that we
Yeah.
passed by, there is no buoy there in the
We went-
corner.
Went out?
I went out too far. I didn't realize it. I started turning back in when I seen the warnings.
Yeah.
Head blew up. Body went to the bottom. IDAs fell on me, and
No.
yeah. So I couldn't get it back, but I got the boat back. I died 3 more times to get the boat back. So my money's low now. I'm down to 4,000.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Dude, I cannot get that in. We'll just on the other side.
I think the white lettering on the left hand side of the screen is so small I don't notice it as much. But if it came up in red and bold, I think I would have turned in a lot quicker.
Yeah. This is
Because right now we're open till 11 p.m. Eastern time,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we open at 7 a.m. Newfoundland time.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, and we also open weekends from like 9 to 5 or something
I'm tired.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
And so now we're not gonna have any Saturdays, not gonna have any evening shift. Everybody is a 9:30 to 5:30 shift.
Oh.
Everybody. Now I was always 9 to 5 since the very first time I started, so it's not gonna be too much on me. But
So it said 9:30 or what time's open? Or 9 to 5:30,
yeah,
is it?
9:30 our time to 5:30 our time. That's
Okay.
what
So
time
you're
we'll be
bumped
starting.
up a half hour, so you're trying to
Yeah, I'm bumped up a half an hour for me.
not too bad.
Now everyone else is
Yeah.
loving it because obviously everyone's gonna be bunched up together. There's gonna be not much. So before we have like certain shifts, like you have your 7 o'clock shift, then you have your 8 o'clock shift, then you have your 9 o'clock shift, and
Yeah.
so on. The times they came up with, and hardly anyone used the evening shift calls. But my guess is not very many people knew we were open at evening because everyone would call in. Anyone who asked the time, I'd tell them we're open till 11. Like, what? You're open till 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Government read it. I
They-
wouldn't have figured it.
yeah. No one knew about it. So I'm like, my guess, no one knew about it, and they just made us work till 11. Got an evening shift without telling the rest of the population of Canada. It's like, yeah, okay.
When is taxes will be filed?
It has to be done and paid for before April 30th.
30th.
Yeah, as long as you pay your tax before April 30th, you don't actually have to do your taxes before April 30th. Because the money was sitting your people calling, well,
Nice if I had a little touch-up mark. Again, if I did that, this would take forever because I got to wait for them to dry and
why is it like turning white where you're shaving it down?
a little bit. Not really that
Okay.
close. Well, like I said, once it's up on the shelf, now.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's done.
Right. Move over this side. Oh, the tracks. This is gonna be hard. Tracks. So, E1. Did Dieface have to work today?
Dogface worked today, and he usually works on Saturdays.
I know that, but like he was streaming late last night, so.
Oh, he does that, and he ends up regretting it in the morning.
He doesn't very often stream in the game. That's why I was kind of really surprised when I see he has the weekend off or something. Then again, he's not on now. So
Maybe.
he'd only be on. Well, then again, he might not be if he was in that state last night too. No basketball this week, but next week.
Like Wednesday coming.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah. And Gord was asking you to play, and then you're like, no, you can't because something on the go, so you can't use the gym or something. I'm like, oh.
Uh-oh. Trying to figure that this right is. Oh my god. That goes right around the bottom. Okay. It's kind of neat. Shit. That might need some glue. I tell you though, the person that had to figure this stuff out in the first place is pretty cool. I gotta say. can imagine though, like the blank model kits where you got to paint everything. How crazy that would be.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. What's that? Now what is this? A22. A20. Garbage. They sell more glasses and shit, I guess.
I didn't mind 3D, but it's definitely gimmicky for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely gimmicky.
I'm realizing my hands are too fat for this. So this
Yeah.
this model I'm putting
This is
together.
why- This is why you give it to a 10-year-old boy to put together for you
dude.
in Shenzhen, China.
No, dude.
I'm-
So this model that I opened today to put together was in a sealed cardboard box, and guess what the date was on it?
Oh, 2018.
Oh, it was
I don't know.
March 4th, 2020.
Oh wow.
So that's when I got it. Right, I got it right when COVID started,
Oh yeah.
and I just never ever opened it. I was like, this could be anything inside this box. It's supposed to be a certain thing, but it could be anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, just to prove on the camera. I said, just to prove I'm not like, like if you couldn't quite see the marking on the postage stamp, the guy that he wrapped it in Japanese newspaper and is all February 2020.
Oh, that's funny. So what's this Gunpla?
It's Gundam models basically.
Oh,
Gunplay, I guess, or something. I don't know. That's the term that they use for putting together the model kits for the show Gundam.
interesting.
A43.
So there's a couple takeaways from the Switch 2 I didn't talk about last night, and I thought about it after.
Okay.
The Switch 2 doesn't have the screen is LCD, is not OLED. which it kind of sucks.
Really?
Yes, it's just
Why?
LCD. Because you're going to release an OLED model
Oh,
in a year's
that's
time.
dirty though.
It is very dirty, but
Like that's
100%
not
that's what they're
standard
gonna
any.
do.
Well, I don't know standard, but it's awful
This is the
fucking
tendency.
expensive. So what are we paying so much for?
Well, this is the thing, right?
Don't
So
make
apparently the
men
screen
mad.
is a little bit bigger. It's like an inch bigger, I think.
Yeah, probably.
6.1 to 7.3 or something. It's like an inch bigger. So that means like the Joy Cons are going to be bigger. That means like everything is just going to be bigger, right? Which is I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But it's not the best for like a little kid. So which is fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you seen all the you pay like $20 to upgrade your graphics? See that for the updates?
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, you didn't see that either.
Upgrade what? And I didn't watch it to be totally honest.
Oh, yeah. So Breath of the Wild, they're coming out with an update
Okay.
for enhanced version, 4K version or whatever,
Right.
for the Switch 2. Yes, $20.
What? You gotta pay for an
Yes.
update?
Yes. Now not everything, but
So
I
okay,
think-
hold on. So that's instead of buying though, this is the devil's advocate. Instead of buying a new copy, they're charging
Yes.
$20 basically to have it. So if you don't talk about the graphic update, just talk about just say to upgrade to upgrade to the Switch 2 version is $20.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you justify it
Exactly.
that way, it doesn't sound as bad. But yeah, that
And-
sounds dumb.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's not just the upgraded graphics. I think the stuff that you're actually going to pay $20 for, there might actually be more content too,
Yeah, maybe.
which is interesting.
That's
So
not what they
it's a
originally said, I guess.
DLC,
But what's that? Sorry.
right? Maybe it's like a DLC. You look at it, $20 DLC,
Yeah.
maybe with upgrade graphics, which But I think you can still play the original version. Let's say Breath of the Wild. You could pop it in a Switch and you could play it fine. So
Oh, can you?
yes.
So you could take your copy and still play the game?
Yes.
That,
I spent a 40-40.
Another one.
Yeah. Same bunker. I'm not even halfway done the bunker yet.
Yeah, well, you still might not live to get back to base.
That's true.
You should
That is
bury
true.
those like outside base or something.
Good, yeah. Where am I to?
Actually, you can. What you should do, you should bury them down by like the
Boat.
boat. Yeah. Just have a little box down there as a go box kind of thing.
Yeah.
And have those stuff because it's enough away from base to not worry about it,
Yeah, that's true.
and no one would ever go there.
The things not buried in base though, do they disintegrate faster?
It's like 12 days.
Well, at least 9. Let's think it was 9 on the when I looked at mine.
Yeah,
When we
so-
dug it up.
Not a big deal. I gotta go back and check mine actually. I got a 40 out of 42, right? In a box period. So
Mm.
I think we should do that. I think we should put all that stuff in one box away from everything.
Sounds great to me. Gonna have to.
And eventually too, when we get a bit more richer with or more rich, I guess you would call it, we should take like a bike eventually and put it outside base, like way from base, and like kind of just put it in a bush.
Yeah.
And just leave it there. Just in case, right? At least that would be wheels to get something else or whatever.
Yeah. Like it says, too bad you can't make it like a second flag because you could
Yeah,
almost
exactly.
stick a spot down by the blah blah blah, right? Like in the just a
Yeah,
very
exactly.
small extra protection for the
It's
you know.
literally just a small little spot, and it don't even have a door. Just literally just for
Yeah.
That's something too, guys. Too when you're collecting the vehicles, if you really want to, you could fucking box it in, can't you?
You could box it in, yeah.
If you want
Why
to
not?
build a thing, box it in, just
Yep.
have it a box.
The only
So that
problem
there's a
is with
backup.
that is to blow down the door, like to tear down the wall. If you're like level 3, you'd have to build it back up, right, to be level 3.
Yeah, you would. You're right.
So it'd be a little bit annoying, right?
You would.
But you could do that too. Absolutely. But another thing too, maybe better just to hide it in a. Well, if it's a car, I think that's worth it. just to
Well,
put it in.
and
box
the
it in, or
the
like
other
or
option
something.
is make it functional, but then put a wall
Put a wall in front of
in
it.
front of it, and then because you're only because that's
Well,
your backup vehicle, so you're going to use that after we lose whatever.
actually, I think personally that's probably a better idea. You could have a door there, and then behind the door, you could have your level whatever. I always have,
Because even if someone do blow dope, they still gotta deal with the normal protection.
Yeah, exactly. And they wouldn't see the wall inside, right? Would they? Or no, you can't put a wall inside though. It'd be on the outside. Okay, fair enough.
E, C, A, and F.
Well, like you can buy gloves on this server too, right? For pretty cheap.
Yeah, really?
So, oh yeah, you could buy like the blue gloves, medical gloves. So zappers are not even a thing. Like I wouldn't even bother putting zappers on any doors. 'Cause you can just buy medical gloves.
Well, you could still put them there, but I don't know if the level one zappers do anything. Grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I don't know how much the other zappers are to buy.
Yeah.
It might throw off their lockpicking skills, but I don't think people are lockpicking. I think people are just blowing through the side, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Civet camp 2 flags. 2 flags would be nice. 2 flags per team,
Would be.
because you could just go completely on another, somewhere else.
Might be
And,
because of performance, though. There's so many players on the
Oh,
server.
definitely. And realistically, it should just be 1 flag.
Yeah.
Like from like this is where I'm bases to, and come raid my base kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I guess is there anything against having like 2 teams right next to each other with
No,
like a
because that's what
community
the whole
with
thing
flags?
that they got. That's already happened. The 2 10-man teams
Oh,
are against
okay.
each other. That's what
Oh,
they're
okay.
saying in the chat.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a lot. 2 10-man teams. I don't know. Half of them probably not even online.
And we need A17 and A42. I was going to put like a timer up. Going to show how long it took, but then I was like, nah, it's kind of. Then I'm kind of racing against the clock. That wasn't really anything.
Yeah.
An awful racket upstairs above me in the kitchen.
Better off stay away from it.
Well, either the wife is cleaning something, or the boy's aggressively making
Usually,
lunch.
if it's a big racket, you stay away, stay clear.
Exactly.
Go in your corner, your happy place, and put the
Pretend you don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what?
Oh,
Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yes, man. Works for everything.
what was it? What did her last week or whatever? We're getting ready for Kara's birthday, and so I just carting youngsters around, going picking up stuff or whatever, and Lori was cleaning the house or whatever. It's fine. And I did in the bathroom, and I did the dishes and stuff earlier, but I was waiting for her to do other stuff and get the rest of the dishes done. So when I come home, she was in starting to do the dishes from the like just making the lasagna and stuff, like the extra stuff. I said, "Do you want me to do that for you?" She's like, "No, you can't clean dishes anyway." It's like, "All right, see you later."
Sure. Yeah. Bye. So those pliers you just had up, those little pliers,
Yeah.
they are worth their weight in gold.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. I got this little kit on
Crazy.
Amazon. It was like $10 or something. It's all this little stuff, like
Yeah.
files and
Those, I'm gonna tell you, man, they got me out of some jams at work,
those.
and no one has them. No one has them
They said,
for like just fine strands and stuff, like just little things, like cutting out, like getting into panels, like in behind and cutting something.
yeah,
You can get in there, right? Um, so many things
it's reading
worth its
on,
weight in gold.
reading online because like the other kits I put. Actually, it's funny you say that because I lost my Klein knife. You know the little knife for
Yep.
sheath. And I lost. I had no idea it was too gone. And I was going through all the model kits and stuff there yesterday, trying to find something. I opens up one of the kits that like I put together like in 2021 or 2020, something along those lines.
Yep.
There it is in the box. Because that's what I was using for this, right? I had this.
Was it just with the black handle,
Yeah.
flat blade?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use those.
I like those.
They're not bad. I use more of a hook knife myself, but
Oh, okay.
I've used those in the past many times and they're perfectly fine. They're good.
Yeah. No, I like those a
Just I
lot.
prefer the hook
More so than
knobs.
the box cutters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Box cutter. Jesus, that's crazy. Use that.
Yeah, it's funny when I was in school and stuff. They talked about it's like never use the box cutter, blah blah blah. So many injuries on the sites and blah blah blah. As soon as I goes on a residential job, there's all the boys using box cutters.
Everyone box cutters. Yeah. Crazy boy.
They're so fast and so sharp.
Yeah.
It's all
They
their
cut a finger
time.
off in 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, and it's true. Yeah, all kinds of stories about it too. Cutting off their literally cutting off their nose to spite their face.
I'm not really sure why people use box cutters actually. Maybe because they're cheaper? I wonder, is that why?
They're I found them sharper.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, that's not always good either because you're cutting through to getting the copper and stuff too.
You're hitting copper, yeah. I suppose you want to cut the drywall a little bit. Like it's good for that, right? Cutting
Yeah.
off the drywall. Like if it's something's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really. I've used them in the past, but I like the knife. Actually, I'll tell you. I'll show you the knife I use this. I'll put it in your chat. Mine tools. It's really hard to find actually. I don't think they make it anymore. Okay, and I got a feed.
Would be iffy. Slightly.
There it is.
Yeah, some of that one's right.
I use this. It's so it's hooked, right? So it's safer. Can't stab yourself, and it's folding, right? So you just pop in your pocket.
All right. What do we say? We are doing a 2 and 1. See?
And that's probably what we'll do. We'll just
Is there many people on the server today?
server. I'm checking here now. So
Curious what their
Gundam
date, what their Saturday day is like.
Yar has 2. Scum monitored East Canada 24.
It's pretty low.
It is low.
It was 16 up until you just checked it, because that's all I've been seeing.
23, yeah. So it's definitely a lull overnights, which is interesting.
But I mean, that's
That's not
still,
about-
you know, just
That's
as
not
much
bad.
BBR is at peak at the moment.
That's that exact. Oh, it's 24 now.
So
It's changed. Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. Dude, last night we were going around. It was 50 people. We were in a battle. 50 people online. Like it was beautiful. You walk
Yeah.
from trader, and I'm like, I'm gonna run into someone now. Sure enough, runs
you know,
into
the
him.
traders are not very safe to go to.
Well, you kind of gotta go to the trader,
You
right? That's the problem.
don't have to.
You don't have to, no, but if you want to advance, you have to.
They definitely
It's a
not
risky
stick
move.
to the roads too with some of that stuff if you can help it.
Yeah, I didn't. I had to cross the bridge. I found that little bridge.
Yes.
That's where I seen him on the bridge. I had to
Oh,
fight
you're on the
there.
road. Yeah. Like I
It was
said,
awful.
work your time. That might not help you then, but work your time to bring binoculars or a scope or something. Well, you had a scope on you, to look
Well, it was
across and
dark.
see, right?
It was dark.
Oh, dark.
It was dark. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the worst case scenario. And I
Worst
don't
case
think they were
scenario.
camping. It's just they were there too.
So
Well, maybe it were
did
camping.
they
I don't know.
see you because they could see you, or did they see you because they had Chrome turned on or whatever?
Oh, I seen them first.
Oh, did you?
I killed one guy, and the other guy was off to the right. I think I startled him. He started shooting at me, and he killed me.
Okay.
So yeah. And the way the first guy was geared, um, it seemed like it seemed like it was just one guy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't really gear it up. I just killed him. He looked a bit like a Bambi actually.
I tell you, like a lot of stuff you could do in the server. Like if you wanted to, if you guys are ready to go in a spot, go to a spot, get in position, have someone
Right.
take some random shots, and just sit and wait.
Yeah, all you gotta do, man, is wait at a gas station. That's all you gotta do. Just sit there. When it gets out of the vehicle, boom. Driver door will probably still be open.
A37, A39.
But I tell you, if it was me and I was driving a vehicle around, I'm not stopping at gas stations. I'm going to be buying gas at the trader because it's a little bit more expensive. But and if I am stopping at gas stations, I am driver is staying in the vehicle and someone else is coming with me to fill up. So it's just smart, like it's just smart play, like just stuff you wouldn't do before because there's no one online in BBR. And you just be like, oh, I'll leave all doors open, I don't care. But now it's like you can't do that. You can't even really stop at certain open spots where you know there's people probably there.
Yeah.
So
All right.
If they say he was working, fuck
yeah, he said he was going to work last night. So when I asked him, I said, "Are you working tomorrow?" He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
it. Oh,
I thought he had the weekend off or something. So like, nope.
There's a better approach to this, or
I think I might have to go. All right, I'll be back.
Have a good one.
yeah, no. When I get this done, I'll pop over to Scum. I'd say try something a little bit different today.
A same server? Or?
Good excuse for me to open up this kit too.
Oh, try something different as in this. Gotcha. I thought you were going to say something different than Scum.
Hey DDP, what's up, dude? 31. 31.
Yeah, I was telling Tan, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to take the bike out and try to drive around and see if we can find a vehicle. But last night we could have bought a dirt bike for 30. 30,000. So it was available, right? So
What's that? Sorry.
last night we could have bought a dirt bike for like 30,000.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering if you guys just found a dirt bike, or
Yeah.
that's convenient.
I'll
But I
look
guess
into
that
it.
could have happened with a car too. You know what I mean? Like you could have potentially came across it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You're good enough at lock picking.
Yep.
Which one you're working on? So I'll show you. This is it, DDP. It's the Guntank. I've had this model since 2020. I didn't even open it up. Just opened it up today. It's in a cardboard box. I ordered online, and very professionally wrapped and stuff too for what it is. And like had their card in there, and they gave me an extra. They gave me a little snowman eraser too, randomly. That was kind of neat. I gotta look them up on eBay because I don't even remember who they were now at this point and see if they're selling any other kits for cheap. Probably it. Might be out of business. Shit out of it. I'll just call it Battle Scars. Oh, I didn't put that together. So I need 27 and 26. You up to DDP? DDP, you gonna play on the monitored server? The more, I'm hesitant to say a true Scum experience. compared to BBR, but I guess it is in the sense of the vehicles. Like what's different? Like other than we got made up rules on that server about rating.
A lot of different stuff. Everything is you could buy in the store. Uh, there's no base alerts. Um,
Yeah. So, and I mean,
or
like I said, like it's that stuff that is arguably kind of good, to have to be able to defend yourself. Because right now you have no fucking clue. Like, what about that car? Like, did they pick the car? Did they blow it up? No idea. Car.
yeah, exactly.
So you kind of got to go back
No
to
idea.
do it. So, I mean, because you could say now, right now, it's like, oh well, you know, it makes it, this is a different way to play, but I mean, this is the way we played before. Like these were enhancements on Boomerang that we come up with, right? That enhanced gameplay. But some stuff, like I didn't always agree with in Boomerang in regards to like the removing, I think you should be able to sell meat, and animals and stuff and fish, you know.
Yep.
But I don't know if the
Like,
game supports it enough to do it because it might be
Think it-
abused, right? But
think about like BBR back in like 2021.
yeah,
Think about so we didn't have like raid notifications.
no,
We could put mines everywhere.
yeah.
What else? You could buy gloves in the store. Well, the store wasn't exist. Sorry.
But
The zappers
again,
were
these things weren't
vanilla.
necessarily good things either. Like you're already talking about cheese in the store with the buying the stuff from resell.
Yeah, but cheese and for what though? What are you getting?
Well, you're getting like the intention is
Right?
supposed to be for you to go find the stuff and return it in, but you're able to just buy
Yeah,
it.
but like, but what are you getting out of it?
Well, you're getting fame, so then you can buy
Yeah,
the
but
more expensive stuff.
yeah, I guess, yes,
Absolutely, you're
that's
cheating.
true.
Right?
But you're not getting a lot of money from doing it.
No, but the fame is the big part because there's a fame requirement. If there was no fame requirement on cars, you wouldn't be doing it then. You're doing
Yeah,
it
but
to
I
get
think it's a
fame.
little bit easier, right? Like it's not so like when you die, leaving the trader and lose half your fame because you just turned in a bunch of stuff you found,
Yeah,
you're gonna go fuck this server.
yeah,
But now you know that fame is actually not that important and you can kind of get your fame back like decently well if
yeah.
you just go to the traders and do your task. Because you remember, you're not actually going and getting like a 200 fame at the trader. You can only get a max of like 45 fame. That's it. That's what you're getting. And then there's a cooldown on that. And you got to go to another trader. Or you got to go to another trader, right? And then you're crossing bridges and like maybe you don't have a vehicle and
Yeah.
that don't necessarily mean too like all the tasks you can get either, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of I thought I would be opposed to it, but I think it's a good balancing, right? I think it all depends on the balancing of the server. Like like I said, if your fame is going to get wiped out the next time you go and try to find that sewing kit, well, you just trade it 200 fame or 100, say 100 fame for 5 fame you'll get for that sewing kit. It doesn't make any sense, right? So I don't know. I don't know. And where fame is not as important as what it was before, like for spawning and stuff. Um, it's only for buying stuff, right? That's it. So you still need cash. So you still actually need to loot and sell in order to buy those things. So yes, so I guess my point is, yes, you're right. You need 150 fame to buy a gun, but you still got to spend $21,000 on a good gun. So
Yeah, well,
it's not like you could sit at the trader all day long and have 800 fame and buy 80 guns. It's like, yeah, you can
well,
probably
I
buy
guess
one
I
gun.
guess my argument is the whole quest system is dumb
Quest system's
because
dumb. Yes.
it is
Yes.
dumb because it makes it pointless. There's an extra step that's not necessary, for what
Yes.
we're doing. You know what I mean? Like if you're able to do that, then it's just a non-necessary step.
Yes. Yes. But how else are you gonna get fame, right? Like you don't get fame from doing things as much anymore.
Seems like you do on this server
Oh.
though. I don't know if that's
Not really.
something changed or if it's a brand new character. Maybe it's
Well,
because I have a
brand
new
new
character.
Yes, it's a brand new
But
character.
yeah, I mean
But
the problem is fame. How do you get it? And then the explanation, well, you get it from doing quests. It's like, okay, well, how you do the quests? All right, and then like on this server, like I said, or vanilla. Which I'm saying this server, but I mean technically that's the game, I guess.
yeah,
Right, like that's the game that's allowing you to do it, not this server. It's the game, which is we on Boomer Room said, hey, this is dumb. So let's take that away.
I kind of enjoy it because, like I said, even though your fame seems to be high, you still need cash to buy stuff. Like you still like to buy a AWM. It's $20,000 to buy AWM, and then you got to get a scope for it. You got to get a suppressor for it, I guess. Yeah, suppressor for it. You get the ammunition, so you're talking $30,000.
Yeah,
Like that's you're not going and selling vehicles. Where are you getting 30 grand from?
yeah,
So I don't know. I think you're looking at it a little bit different. I think you're looking at it like 200 gold bars. Like I don't think that's going to exist. Like yes, like the bigger teams, they raid, they start selling vehicles, whatever. But like if you're not doing any raiding, you're not going to have a whole lot of money. I don't think. Because you're going to start losing money because you're buying scopes, you're buying attachments, you're buying,
yeah,
clips, and you're buying your guns that you can't buy because you've got the fame now to buy. See, that's the other thing too. Before, you didn't have the fame to buy the gun, so
yeah,
you wouldn't even look at buying the gun. But now, where you can kind of obtain the fame, you can go, well, I can spend $20,000 on a gun,
yeah.
or 10,000, 15,000, and then go outside a trader and lose it within 5 minutes.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird dynamic, I guess.
I think there's
I didn't think I would
problems.
like it, but
I think there was problems created that didn't need to be created.
yeah. But like, I don't know how to fix it. Like, what's the other solution? Wipe out the store completely?
Yeah,
I guess my point is there's probably more benefits than there's more pros than cons. Like because you got the store now, so you can actually look through the store and like, man, if we need something, like now you still can't buy bolts at the store. We tried to do that. Can't buy bolts.
bolts. What do you need bolts for though?
Well, it was for the base.
Yeah, well, you just need a
Right.
bench then, just metal.
Yeah, but if you could buy 20 pack of bolts for like $100, you go and buy like 20 things of bolts and you got your bolts, right? But you
Yeah,
can't do that.
yeah,
No. But like carrying metal, like that's actually a task, right? You gotta go somewhere with 50 people and try to loot the cars. You might get 20 pieces of metal, you'll get 20 bolts,
yeah.
and you're just half an hour of just trying to loot. So it's all, So I don't know.
I don't know. Shut up.
I kind of enjoy it. Like I said, it's all about balancing. You've said it in the past. It's all about balancing, right?
Yeah. This up. This here, 31.
Like if they would have disabled mechs in the server, well, that's stupid. Because now getting into them bunkers is like easy. You can just go there like every chance you get and go in, and you
Yeah,
might as well just disable puppets at that point. Disable
yeah,
puppets and mech. Why not? Right? Just worry about players.
yeah,
Just go in loot and give everyone screwdrivers. Might as well actually just give everyone guns. Why not? Why are we even going in to loot?
yeah,
So, but I did like last night though. We had a battle with those guys, and it wasn't as soon as I shot off a gun, there wasn't a ton of puppets come at me. That was refreshing.
yeah. I know. Yeah,
Like I was fine. I was fine with that. Like you didn't worry about
yeah,
like you didn't worry about the puppets. You worried about like when you're like PVEing, like going into a spot and you're like puppets there. Okay, it's something to do. You kill a few puppets, whatever. But when it's like PvP, you don't really worry about the puppets, right? It's like maybe one or two that might spawn, but
Still waiting on release. Found a bunch of old clips and streams last night cleaning and backing up old files. Had emergency to leave work. Get some stuff done while in limbo. Somehow got repo. Going to give it a try. Lame only if I came. I don't know what you're talking about half the time, GD. The game repo?
Repo game. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, it's a game. Okay. Repo. Nice. So thinking about this, because this is again more of the game that's going to be 1.0, right? How does this factor in with armed NPCs? Do you think?
Well, I think it factors in better because puppets. Like, I don't think you need so many puppets as BBR has.
Well, and that was just a way to make the game harder for us.
I know, but
Right.
I think it actually breaks the concept of the game. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It's weird because the game should have a lot of people in the server. Like, that is the
Absolutely.
purpose of the game.
Absolutely.
That is number one. So if it has 0 people, well, yes, turn up the puppets, whatever. But if you have like 20 people and you're like trying to battle, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Like, the problem is when there's not a lot of people, but there's a few people in the server, and then you got a lot of puppets. Now you got to deal with like people and the puppets,
Yeah.
and that's kind of annoying, right? I know people likes it, but I think they should give a vanilla server a try now with the amount of puppets. I'm fine with the amount of puppets now.
Well, like I said, they could just reset it back, and focus on administrative English.
Yeah.
You know, English. Would you want more cars? Like I don't like the engine stuff. Like I'd rather fucking engine it, but I don't like this whole.
No,
'Cause
I
to me,
like it. I
you
like
like
that.
the,
I like.
there's no engines.
Yeah, I like it. I like how we don't have a vehicle right now. We got a 6-player team. We've been playing like we got a lot of hours punched in this game, and we don't have a car.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right? Now I don't know what it'd be like at white. We probably have it quicker because we find one quicker. But
Would
like
yeah.
where we started like 2 weeks after. But like basically, if you're a one person squad, like you could forget a car. It's just too hard, right? You're talking like motorcycles and dirt bikes.
This next
But
part
if you're
in Japanese, I can understand it.
I know I like it.
Totally
Yeah,
25.
I think it adds another layer to the game. Like you got no engines, right? Like I think
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
if the car close to the trader, well, you push it to the trader. Why not? The problem is, I guess the problem is if you add engines to every vehicle, that's something else that you can't do in the game. Like like if you put an airplane in the game and you flies from trader to trader within 5 minutes, well, you just pretty much went to the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
You completed the game. Like, so you kind of gotta slow it down a lot, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's my opinion on it, anyways.
No, I know. Well, we talked about that. Like exactly right. Like it's like just us trying to change your mind frame, your frame of mind of
Yeah.
this is what we got to do. We got to go get a vehicle right now. We got to do that as well.
Yes.
Do we? Maybe we're not supposed to be traveling across the entire map. It's supposed
No.
to take time to get your base loaded up and
You're supposed to be worried that well maybe there's someone on that bridge that's camping the bridge, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Right. So no, it makes sense. It's refreshing actually. This is a bit refreshing.
Like I said, we've done these things to enhance it because we're veteran players and we want to utilize certain stuff and it is still dumb having only like 2 airplanes on the server, I think. Maybe if you bought them, like you said, 100K each or something would be a better way to do it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of dumb having a feature that you can't use, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe even remove it, to be honest. I know they're not going to do that. They're going the opposite direction, but maybe remove airplanes,
Yeah,
right? Like, is there a
airplanes
need
are.
for an airplane?
What's that?
Because at the end of the, is there a need for the airplane? Because at the end
Not
of the
really.
day, the person that plays the most hours on the server with the biggest squad is going to have the airplane.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
and then they got an airplane in the air
You'd almost
Just look at
guarantee who
the-
had an airplane yesterday. Just look at the leaderboard and say, okay, that's probably who has it.
Yeah, right. So, well, not necessarily, because you could have a team that's just fame and points too, right? You could literally have a team of 10 just sit that trader all day. 45 fame every like uh
Yeah.
6 hours or something, 8 hours, however much. Oh no, it's 18 hours, something like that.
You could, yeah.
Oh, you can't find your mittens? Man, I hate how we have snow.
Why? Then I got to dress for something.
Yeah, well, we're so used to not having snow, right? So going out and playing it, and I even like to gear up James, right? Like
Yeah.
he's trying to look for his mittens now because he can't find them.
Next to remote control, I'd say. Ooh, what is that? PCB. PCB.
Yeah,
PCB thing.
stupid mitten. I don't know.
Here. But like I said, I don't think Tyrone really cares. He's only playing freaking a hunt now, so I think he's good with a lot of people. Just take a break. Fuck it, take a break. But I just hope he's not looking at it like, oh well, there's no one playing. Let's shut server down.
Well,
But I mean, do what you got to do.
my only concern is he going to have the people go back to the server 1.0?
Say again. Sorry.
Is he going to have people going back to the server at 1.0? That's the question. And I know you're like, oh yeah, absolutely, but I don't know.
Well, he could
I don't know if
relaunch it at 1.0. Quite frankly, he could shut it down, and then when it comes to, because he's still streaming, he still has streamer items. If he wanted to, he could just shut it down, save a couple $100, whatever it is, it costs until 1.0 comes out. Relaunch BBR 1.0 or 4.0,
Yeah.
whichever way you want to do it.
Exactly.
The original server. Blah blah blah. He can't have the longest running anymore, but say the original. Blah blah blah. Now refined for BBR, an alt, and again, it doesn't have to be modified. It could still be the same. It could still be vanilla. It's just you have administrators, right? Administrators here, blah blah blah. People no cheaters allowed. Whatever. Probably a challenge to cheaters though.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know like the people playing on BBR now, like the 3 or 4 people,
Yeah,
they're PvE players, right?
absolutely.
So
Like new players coming in all the time. I'm sure, just checking stuff out.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
for
Maybe.
them, Whatever. Like I think we're averaging like 1 kill per day now. So
Is it
yeah, I think I noticed.
1 kill? That's actually pretty good.
That's it. Yeah. Pretty good.
Did you know it's on the other one? How many people? Hundreds,
Like-
is it?
I don't know, 150 or something. I'm not sure. I had to look at it, to be honest. I really don't know. Oh, my fingers are cramping up at this. Holy shit. Funny.
Thank you, buddy.
Not even using a mouse or keyboard here.
Seems I go look for his glove. I'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good one.
See you.
Buy me lots of things. Oh, that goes there. Oh, this is an order of things. So it's one. Connect it with this. I think. And two. So there 10 you got by base. There we go. So tiny. And this one. Seems okay. So my head. Carpal tunnel. Then I need 25. So this is the glass piece. So oh, shit doesn't stay in there very well. Oh, crappy. It's kind of loose. Little man inside. So I'll never get him out again. And then C1 and C2. C1 and C2. I think these are the red pieces here. Yep. So then, if any of you guys check out the check out the Minecraft movie? Or a better question, the new Gundam movie that came out. I was actually really thinking about seeing it, but I watched the previews and I was kind of like, eh. I ended up seeing the movie The Monkey instead. No, I kind of half regret it because not that the Monkey was a bad movie; it was good. Just Gundam. We don't get very many things in theater here, so I have to regret not going to see it. Totally honest. I haven't seen that witch one either. You guys seen that witch? So witch Gundam from which space or something? I forget what it's called. Yeah, the Gundam movies. Like a new Gundam one, Gundam GUUMD. I don't remember, but and there's also a witch one, something witch. Line the witch in the wardrobe. Oh my god, my hand is cramping. Holy shit, boys! How do you guys do this? So tiny. There we go. Side. All right, so now we're getting to the bulky body. So B2. B2 and B3. What are you talking about? E to B, I wonder sometimes. Have you been playing any Star Citizen lately? This frame is. Oh no, there's still another piece. I haven't really been on the other night. So I'm kind of waiting for the servers to. I'm okay with taking a little break from it. Like no one can take the stuff away from me that I own. Take away the in-game purchases stuff. It's too bad though, because I would like to play that event, but it's such a task, and it's not even worth like to go. People are like, oh, I can't do it without an org, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, I can't do it without like lag. Like if I could have a good experience, then I would totally be up for trying it out solo or get someone else to play with me. But this freaking lag bullshit. It's garbage. Guys, we're getting there. We're absolutely getting there. I think I'm really enjoying it. I think I might. I got two other. I definitely have two other models that I'll show you in a second that I'll do on some other streams. But if this works nice, maybe I'll dedicate my Saturday streams to this. Because obviously I need a bit of time to be doing this, and I don't think I can do too many of them in a row because it's hurts my. It's funny, like when I did these last time, I just gouged them. I didn't sand them, gouged them. Got rid of the bulky parts, but gouging crap. All right, so that's these two blue pieces, and then we need B13. Oh, that's B13. Ooh. How can I tell how this works? Clearly one piece there, so that means that's this piece. Guess it's hoping this is right. Okay, so that's done. It's up here. Looks like they're rounded edges. So that's that piece. Then we got ECD. A8. A8. Oh, A8 and 13. That was done too. We're getting to the end. So this on the front, this here. Oh, actually, there's a specific way. Unless I got it mixed up. No. Did you guys want me to put on music? Would that be something you guys are interested in listening to? Music. I can put it on Spotify if you really want me to. There we go. Never to come out again. Snapping that one in there. And oh man, the little tiny fingers for this. Oh, that one actually went in all the way. See inside. Okay, it's the front. So then I got to get this piece. This. I think. Okay. Then goes in the bottom here somehow. Point. Goes in like that. Get darker. So these two go together somehow. All right. Next. I don't quite understand what that's supposed to have been. Now we need PCG. A34, A36. Oh, okay, these are these. So 34 and 36. And I got, okay, this is these times 2 then. I think. So 34. $33. Okay. This needs to. Which one is it? This one? Or is it this one? Right, this is. My hands are so cramped out there. Ah, look at this. Oh, super cool looking. If I really want to, I could. Same thing with the other side then. You wouldn't think like something's just not even that detailed, you know? I mean, I could turn the main light on. See a bit better. As I get, better at this, it'd be easier for me to read them and stuff too, right? So it'll make that much more of a difference, I think. Okay, just goes right here. Good to me. All right, so that's that. And now it's more of assembly. So I just got. Where does that go? Here. D3. I don't know how to. I don't know what a good Gundam game would looks like, to be totally honest. All right, so I think that's all the parts. Well, actually, there's these three. I don't know what they're for though. Are these just extras? I wonder. These are extras. Okay, so let's start assembling. What's up, Wes? So as far as I can tell, next section, unless I'm missing something, is Oh, actually, we gotta put the jump jets. Jump jets. Back on. Jump jet. Like that. Okay, so we got this piece. And this here piece goes this way. Goes on like so. Oh, wait. Why is it so loose? Oh, actually, maybe that's because he can turn. Okay, anyway. There. And then we have torso. Not right, though. This does not seem right. That's because it's not right. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I gotta flip it over. See? It's always make a small mistake. Just chilling, man. Been fascinating watching the build. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, if you guys like this, then I can definitely do more. I have. I'll show you in a second. I have 3 other models or 2 other models that are ready to go. Make. I just haven't built them. They're all from the same series too, so that's. Ooh, this is what if I attach this onto this first? That make more sense, I wonder? Then put it in? Yeah. I don't know if you can kind of run them a little tiny bit. Not that I want to. This works. Unicorn has a good one for me. The whip one, I forgot the name. Difficult. So have you made these, DDP? You didn't tell me you made these before. All right, we're gonna put the jetpack on the back because it looks like it's pretty easy to do. Okay, back's on. And then we're gonna do our arms. One arm. You were talking. That's cool. Yeah, but there's different kinds though, right? So. You're not supposed to be a bit more. Okay. Right. I think this is right. Are these identical? These are identical. Ah, yeah, baby. Huh? These are the big ass guns on the top. Huh? I think we're missing something. Mine are all from Japan, Bandai. They're all the same. No other con. The Bandai owns the franchise. Do we like a good Zero? There is Gundam Wing Zero. If that's what you're talking about. You have to look it up and take a picture or something. Post in the thing. And this is the final piece, guys. Here we are. Ooh. Snap. His articulation is not that big. Huh? What do you think?